Camera straight. Okay, and let's move that up over and boom, I think we in frame. How y'all doing this morning? Let me see something over there. Is that lined up? Boom, boom. Yeah, I think I like that. I could go with that for today. How y'all doing this morning? Y'all know what it is, right? Trump, Ghislaine Maxwell, I'm sorry, Ghislaine Maxwell, is she predator or prey? Let's get into it, you guys. All right, got the tie straight. Yeah, we got that going on. Okay, yep, y'all can see the back, everything over there. I don't see why we need to wait any longer. Oh, that's right. Gotta wait for this guy. Let me see if I can say hi to some people real quick. We got Rebecca in the building. We got Liberty and Justice, Mark Dorfman. We got Batty Lynn. How you doing, Batty? I see you, Sky. Okay, y'all. Let's do it. Okay, a little more straighter. We can go with that. I think we're almost about right. Yeah? Let me see. Think so? All right, come on. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Bling, bling, bling. I'm ready to go. Bling, bling, bling. Time to start the show. Bling, bling, bling. Y'all ready to go. Bling, bling, bling. Time to get it going. Bling, bling, bling. Anytime you want. Bling, bling, bling. You can turn it up. Bling, bling, bling. I'm ready to go. Bling, bling, bling. It's time to start the show. One more time. And when you say you love me, it doesn't matter. It goes into my head as just chit chatter. You might think it's egotistical, but just very free. But what you say to me, I take it not seriously. Even if you y'all know where I got that from, right? And why I'm turned up this morning? Because it's pump that beat. Saturday, August 2nd. That's right, y'all. 2025. I'm your host, Bugatti NYC, and this here's our bottom line. Where we be talking about this and that and that and this and this and that and that. Where we be talking about this and that and that and this and this and that. Just got me lit. What's up, y'all? Woo, I swear if it wasn't for y'all, I don't know where I'd be. Where would I be without you? How y'all doing this morning? It's your boy Bugatti NYC, and this is our bottom line. Real talk. Y'all could have went anywhere, but the fact of the matter that you came here to chill with me today on this Saturday, August the 2nd, I appreciate you. Let's see who we got in the building this morning. We got Rebecca Lanyan Bueno chiming in from Grand Rapids, Michigan. We got Batty Lynn up in the building saying good morning from Detroit, Michigan. We got Sky up in the building. We got Mark Dorfman, always ready and set to go. We got our boy Motherfunkin' Bone. What's good? That's right, Motherfunkin' episode 301. If I had $1 for every episode, I'd be a rich man. Let's keep on going, y'all. Who else we got up in the building? I see my boy. I said I got your name right. Jeffrey Spilker. Good morning from Missouri. That's right. I know who I'm talking to. I see all of the regulars up in the building. Everybody's doing good. I'm glad that you guys are here, because guess what he did, y'all? Gave us another day to push and bang that nail to get it right. I told y'all, problems present opportunities, but as long as we got another day to keep on pushing and trying to get it right, that's right, we gonna do it. That's right, we gonna do it. So yeah, what we gonna do right now is, y'all, that's right, thought I forgot, right? No, I got a fully loaded clip. I got 5 on it. I'ma stack 5 as I throw them at you guys. All y'all gotta do is stay on topic. Let me know where you're chiming in from. Let me know what time it is. Do you know what time it is? Check the clock. Put your Gucci watch on to synchronize the time and let's rock. Y'all don't know about that. Come on, man. That's that Mo D from back in the days. Motherfunkin' Bone. What you know about that? Let's keep on going. All right, y'all. Y'all know what time it is, right? Because like I already told you, I got a full clip. And let's get into these titles. Yeah, we got a smoker for y'all today. They're like, yo, how Bugatti able to keep doing this? Where's he getting this information from? That's because I'm pulling like a madman. That's right, y'all. So let's get into it. What we got right now? We got Trump. Ghislaine Maxwell. Is she predator or is she prey? I mean, she has some of the nicest eloquence pictures. She's talking about, I had nothing to do with this. I should not be prosecuted. But then on the other side, we have the victims who are saying she's worse than Jeffrey himself. We got the clips, y'all. You know how we do it. We gonna get into it after we stack that deck, after we get that other stuff out of there. Cause I know what y'all gonna do. Y'all let's see the Jeffrey Epstein stuff and get up out of here. So you know what we gotta do? We gonna stack that deck. Keep on moving, guys. What else we got? We gotta look into the cities, the sanctuary cities with the most ICE arrests. I'm sorry, guys, let me get that right. A look into the cities with the most ICE arrests since Trump took office. I'm gonna already cheat and tell you guys most of those cities are the ones that are around the border. Keep on going. And last but not least, what do we have? Had to do a lot on this one. With an estimated $147 million taken in from congestion pricing. Kathy Hochul, New York City subway system fails again. As you guys know, congestive pricing, to my estimations, Kathy Hochul, you and your administration can quote me on this, and you can come and do whatever y'all got to do about it as well. But as far as my estimations have come, I think you guys have taken in at least over $147 million from congestive pricing, and I think y'all need to use that money for the subway instead of trying to act like y'all hurt, because we don't forget and we know what's going on. Plus, they're trying to raise the rates on the trains to now $3, which is ridiculous. We're going to keep on moving forward, you guys, because I got to get into my first leading clip. And thank you, Kathy Hochul, because I was not having a good day. But right now, after I know I'm about to get into that, I can't wait to get to that story. But first off, we got to get into President Trump as he takes questions from reporters on the White House ahead of the Jersey trip.
You know what I did? I fired her. Right. And you know what? I did the right thing. The people of Brazil. So why two Marines go to Russia? Because the people running Brazil did the wrong thing.
Whatever that was right.
7 years. 7 years. From the time that you learned that people were being stolen from Mar-a-Lago to the time that you picked that you took Jeffrey Epstein.
Yeah, I don't understand your question.
Where are the submarines being deployed? The nuclear submarines.
Say it?
Where are being deployed the nuclear submarines?
Oh, yeah, well, we had to do that. We just have to be careful. And a threat was made, and we didn't think it was appropriate, so I have to be very careful. So I do that on the basis of safety for our people. A threat was made by a former president of Russia. And we're going to protect our people.
Hillary Clinton finally be investigated for election fraud.
I hope so. I hope so. I don't know whether or not that'll happen, but I hope so.
Mr. President, why did you fire the head of the Bureau of Labor Statistics?
Because I think...
No, we're going to get into that. I really wanted him to say that first part right there. It's so hard to listen to them when they're about to get on a flight or something. I'd rather we hear it as best as we can. So let's try to get it from a couple of different angles. We're going to talk about right now what Trump is talking about, the Secret Service agent who attempted to sneak his wife onto the plane. And I guess he was going to leave her inside of the car. They have enough cargo that they leave cars inside of the plane. So I guess he was planning on leaving his wife inside the plane and taking her back and forth to Scotland. Check this out, y'all. Let's get it. Right now, we're stacking up the room. We're making sure everybody get up in here. It's Saturday morning. Yes, we're going to get to the Epstein, but we're building up the room, and this is how we do it. Let's go.
There's a report that a Secret Service agent tried to get his wife on a support.
I just heard that. That's a weird deal. He was going to leave the wife in the car? Wouldn't you think that might be a little dangerous? You know, I don't know if that has proper compression. I don't know. That's a strange one. I just heard that 2 minutes ago. I think Sean's taking care of it.
Mr. President, you talked on Russia.
Is that a serious story?
I think it's not.
They're going to keep her in the car and she's going to be in a freighter?
Well, you tell me the details.
Those traitors don't have,
He was going to keep her in the car. Tell us how it was going to work.
I don't want to get involved, but it's a strange story. I just heard that one.
Mr. President, you said that you were going to set a new...
The British farmers are so grateful for what you said yesterday about the importance of farming. Because we have changed inheritance tax, death taxing.
Well, farmers are so important. So farmers are, they liked what I said on a couple of things yesterday. They liked what I said for the farm. I'm a big farmer person. I love the farmers. I think they're great. And we have to steer the laws so the farmers don't get hurt in our country and in their country. But Europe has a big immigration problem. But they also liked when I said that they have one of the worst mayors anywhere in the world in London. He's a horrible mayor, nasty guy, stupid guy in my opinion, but he's a nasty man. And I want nothing to do with him. But I didn't think it was a big statement. And so many people said, thank you for saying that. He's a bad guy. Khan is his name, I guess. He's done a lousy job, I can tell you that. A terrible mayor.
Mr. President.
No, but people liked it so much.
Yo, how he gonna just call somebody stupid like that? Yo, that's crazy. I don't know. What president do you guys remember? I'm sorry, y'all. What president do you guys remember that straight up called somebody stupid? Like, he's a stupid guy. Like, this dude, and then he's in front of the president of the EU the other day talking about how they treating us wrong right in their face. Like, yeah, well, they've been doing us terrible, yeah, so we got to get them back. And they're over there like, yeah, we got to take this from this guy. Oh my God, the stuff that this guy's doing. Let's keep on moving now, because we got breaking news from Chuck Schumer when he says Trump's tariffs are making a fool of the United States. We building up the debt right now, guys. I forgot about that part right there. He said, he's a stupid guy. Like, come on, bro. I try not to say certain things because I know I'm planting a seed, and in the future, somebody probably gonna come back to me and say something, and I don't feel like having a beef. He don't care. He just really don't care. He be like, whatever. I'm saying what I feel like saying.
What is this doing to the United States? It's making Trump's tariff negotiations, tariff threats, tariff chaos is making, first, a fool of the United States in the eyes of the nations of the world. And second, the worst thing is because we care about the average American. $2,400 more in costs? Look at that. It's crazy. And since you mentioned Tim, I was just going to bring Tim over.
But what was the question? I was still listening to you.
On the world stage,
Well,
and
Ron
can.
Well, you are just.
Ron
Wyden
is on the world stage. He knows.
All of us have been interested in this, but I took a bipartisan delegation to Canada, and one of the principal questions just a few days ago was who they were going to make alliances with other than the United States. Because it was clear that they didn't know what was going to happen. They didn't know whether they heard that a deal was going to be on this particular approach, and then it was kind of taken in a completely different direction. So there's no question that the relationships that we have forged over the years, in some cases for decades, particularly in terms of having these alliances, we've got people we can count on, based on what we saw in Canada, are taking a big toll, and we really have no better friend than Canada. So if they're walking and not interested in some of these deals, that's a message.
But as we've peeled the onion back and we realized how bad we were getting ripped off with tariffs, I don't think any one of the American people will want to continue with where we were at before. So that's why we're doing what we're doing now. I don't have any problem with it, even though, can we go ahead and get it settled? Please, let's get this situation with China settled already. All right, you guys, let's go. We got to keep on moving forward because I'm going to take you to the states that we talked about earlier in the clip. These are the most states that the most arrests are going on throughout Trump's second term. Let's get it going, you guys. Let's go. Double tap that screen if y'all like what we got going on so far. We building up, making sure we get the people up in the audience. Happy Saturday morning. Normally I'll be like a little kid with my little bowl of cereal waiting for remember the Chinese restaurants? Cha, cha, cha. I mean the Chinese movies. Ha, ha, ha. Damn you, son of a bitch. You killed my master. I used to love those karate movies. I don't know if anybody vibing with me know what I'm talking about, but Saturday morning used to be the thing for me, boy.
In the first 5 months of President Trump's second term, more than 109,000 people have been arrested by Immigration and Customs Enforcement. A CBS News analysis has found a majority of those arrests took place in border and southern states. We looked at government data, and according to the findings, Texas leads the group of states. That state accounted for nearly a quarter of all ICE arrests between January 20th and June 27th. Rounding out the top three, Florida and California. CBS News immigration and politics reporter Camilo Montoyo Galvez joins me now. Camilo, great to have you back in studio. Hi. What have you learned? Where are the people who are being detained? Where are they from?
Well, the data indicates, Jolene, that most of the undocumented immigrants taken into ICE custody under the second Trump administration hailed from Mexico, Guatemala, Honduras, El Salvador, and Venezuela. That is not necessarily surprising because these have been the main sources of illegal immigration to the U.S. historically under Democratic and Republican presidents alike. Venezuela is a good example to highlight, however, because that country has seen a massive exodus of its citizens. Millions have fled that country due to the social, economic, and political crisis there. Many to the U.S., yes, but others to the Colombian border and to Peru and other places in South America. And so you are seeing an increase in Venezuelans getting arrested and also deported from the U.S. The major difference, however, is the sharp increase in overall arrests compared to the Biden administration. ICE arrests have increased by more than 121% since the last administration under President Biden, and you're seeing more non-criminals also being swept up in these operations.
So how are
And you know why they're getting swept up in these operations, right? Because they're hanging out with the people that's not supposed to be here. They're hanging out with the ones that's making noise, causing crime and disruption. That's why. So now check this out. We're going to take it there, right? We got Abuela, the grandma, right? Now, she's been here for a gang of years. She's been here for a while, right? But now that they see it's okay to come across the border, you know what we're going to do? We're going to go to the United States and we're going to stay with Abuela, right? So now they're going to go stay with Abuela, do something stupid outside. It's going to be inside the house. So when police bust in, boom, get on the ground. Damn you. Miss, shut up. Don't. I don't know, Mike. Mi hijo, my grandson. Matter of fact, let me see your papers. Oh, you ain't supposed to be here either? Sorry, Grandma. We ain't gonna put the cuffs behind you, but we gonna put them in the front. Because now you got to go too. That's how it happens. You guys are putting these sensitive and other people in the line to get caught up in these situations. So on one hand, where someone thinks that they're helping out their nephew or their cousin by harboring them, no, they're hurting themselves. Y'all gotta be careful, you know what I'm saying? Be careful with stuff like that, and then you won't have the reasoning to say, yeah, well they took my grandma, yeah, well they took my uncle. He's been here 30-something years. Hey man, you got this other dude staying there, and probably got something illegal going on. So let's keep on going, y'all. Let's keep on going. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, the people that have been here for a long time, I know you guys are probably gonna be against me with this, but I think that they should be taken care of much differently. They aren't criminals, and they haven't been doing anything illegal, and they've been probably doing a job that y'all didn't want to do in the first place. So let's keep on going with this for a little bit more.
Democrats reacting to this information, and what kind of actions are they taking?
Well, Democrats right now are saying that the administration...
And we're not going to say nothing about his BBL hairline, because yes, I got a big head too, and my hairline ain't all that. So let's go.
Immigration crackdown is extending well beyond the dangerous criminals that the president has promised to expel, like rapists and murderers who happen to be in the country illegally. And they are alleging that many undocumented immigrants who, yes, are here illegally, but otherwise have no criminal record, are also being swept up in these operations, and that many of them are law-abiding people who want to contribute economically and otherwise to the country. And you have seen polling show that there is growing concern among Americans, not just Democrats, that many people who should not be arrested are being arrested, even though they're in the country illegally, but have no criminal record. So we are seeing that concern reflected in polling as well.
Now, when you're doing something negative, like on a block, or doing something like when you're in the street, back in the day, when you ain't know no better, you know what I'm saying? You'd be like, yo, get up out of here, man. You're making the block hot. That's making the block hot. That's bringing heat to the block. And heat is what? Police. Yeah, the pigs. Oink, oink, oink. You heard that? Like I always tell you guys, remember New Jersey Drive? When Heavy D pulled up and he walked over and he was like this, look here, man. You're messing up my groove. You're messing up my groove over here. I don't care what y'all do over there, but don't bring that over here, because you're making it hot. You can't make it hot. Shout out to R.I.P. to one of my favorite artists ever that made it. That's right, Heavy D, one of the best artists to ever do it. That's right, y'all. Made the intro to In Living Color. That's right, y'all. In Living Color and a whole bunch of other stuff. I think he even had something to do with Martin, with Kid Capri, the one that screamed out, Martin! That's right, that was Kid Capri. So stop playing with us. We know what we're doing over here. We're going to keep on moving and forward right now because we got some information on Nancy Pelosi. As you guys probably know, Nancy Pelosi is one of the most richest people in our government, period. Yearly, she's supposed to get paid $140,000. I think she's worth about, what, $450 million? Oh, but it ain't her money, it's her husband's money. So now they're trying to put an end to that. We got some information from Carolyn Levitt that's gonna break it down and tell us what's happening right now about this situation here. Let's go, y'all.
If you talked with the president at his position on the stock trading ban bill before Congress, he obviously had pretty loaded comments about Senator Hawley. There's some reporting that they've since spoken. What is his position on the current status of that bill?
The president has spoken to Senator Hawley, who called him, and the president took that call. As the president said in the Roosevelt Room yesterday, conceptually, he of course supports the idea of ensuring that members of Congress and United States senators who are here for public service cannot enrich themselves. And the reason that this idea to put a ban on stock trading for members of Congress is even a thing is because of Nancy Pelosi. I mean, she is rightfully criticized because she makes, I think, $174,000 a year, yet she has a net worth of approximately $413 million. In 2024, Nancy Pelosi's stock portfolio, this was a fascinating statistic to me, grew 70% in 1 year in 2024, and her portfolio outperformed every single large hedge fund in that same year and even more than doubled the returns of Warren Buffett's Berkshire Hathaway. So I think the president stands with the American people on this. He doesn't want to see people like Nancy Pelosi enriching themselves off of public service and ripping off their constituents in the process. As for the mechanics of the legislation and how it will move forward, the White House continues to be in discussions with our friends on Capitol Hill.
Hey, I'm finally glad that they're actually doing something about that. I'm sorry that a few of my friends on here as well that actually follow that app, because you guys told me. I saw it last week when we was talking about this, a few days ago. Y'all was like, wait a minute, I actually followed that Nancy Pelosi app. It's real. She's getting some real bread. Now they shutting that down. Come on, y'all. We're getting over to one of the best cities that you ever known. I'm telling you guys, y'all need to all come on down to New York, because it's totally everything that you heard. I'm talking about some of the best food, get out of here. Crime, crazy, water off the hook, flooding and craziness going on. Let me show you what's going on right about now, you guys. I cannot lie to my people. I must tell you guys the truth. I'm getting up out of here. So many people like, I can't wait to get to New York. While your arm's swinging that way, I'm going to be swinging this way, going out of here, because it's not the same no more in this city, boy. Come on, y'all. Do your boy a favor. Double tap that screen if y'all appreciate the content and the fact that I've been pooling to make sure that everything is fresh since 3 o'clock. We hit that button at 6 o'clock in the morning. We're trying to get up to 50,000 subscribers. We get that 50,000 subscribers, I might have a little something for y'all if we get that going. I think I'm going to give a little spice on that 50,000 mark, because you know what's going to happen at the 100,000 mark, right? If we hit that 100,000 mark, there might be a PlayStation 5 in it for somebody, or maybe $500. You never know. It might be something like that going on. I like to do incentives because of the simple fact that I appreciate you guys that come here, even though y'all don't give me no super chats. Let's get on over to New York. I'm going to show you guys what's going on with the flooding forces of New York City as commuters climb out of the subway. This is the most expensive subway that I think that there is in the country currently. We're at $2.90, and this is where I'm staying right now, where I'm at, New York, and why I be so tight about messing around with this crazy train station. It's either walk in that mud, nasty, rat skin, hair, roach, soot, whatever sort of water, and maybe get some sort of ill disease as soon as you put your foot in there. Ugh. Or climb and wrap yourself around that gate and do what all these people are doing. Again, our fare is now $2.90.
Beautiful outfit.
We understand it's old. I'm not saying that it's not. I'm not saying that water does not flow down and it's not going to go where it has to go. All I'm saying is when it comes down to asking or talking about monetary for repairs, use the $147 million that you've already stolen from the New Yorkers due to congestive pricing. Now we're going to keep on moving forward because Tom Homan agrees with me also. He says live and starting today, no more Mr. Nice Guy. He's issuing an emergency order to flood New York with Border Patrol agents. And you guys might get mad at me about this, but for some reason, some people put up some phone numbers talking about just in case you got any tips on if you want to, inform ICE about some people that you know about. There's, I guess, a link inside the description up there. So if you want to click that link, somebody got a link in there saying that you can report illegal immigrants. I don't know who put it up in there, but it's in there. So let's get to Uncle Tom. Y'all Uncle Tom, not mine, because my Uncle Black. We're going to keep on moving forward, you guys. I got some information right here from Uncle Tom over here. Let you guys know what's going on with the flooding, and I can't wait for this part. I can't even lie to you. Can't wait.
Imagine bringing your side project to life
until they flood
just
the
by
zone
thinking about
because
it.
of the simple fact that there's too much going on. Too much.
It would be much safer for law enforcement, much safer for the public if we could do it in partnership with local law enforcement. And we do that across the country. In so many states, we have agreements with city police, with sheriffs, with local law enforcement who partner with us to make sure our officers can be safe while they do this work, and we can clean up communities that are victims of crime. Unfortunately, here in New York City, it's a different situation because here people play politics and then you have innocent people get hurt, and that shouldn't happen anymore.
Just to be clear, there wouldn't be so many of those arrests of people not accused of criminals if law enforcement, not accused of crimes, local law enforcement cooperate. That's what you're saying?
It depends on if you're talking about those who have charges against them, those who have pending charges, those who have final removal orders. Those all continue to be our focus as well. Go ahead. Yes.
Yesterday we learned the suspect, Miguel Francisco Mora Nunez, was once deported and then re-entered the country illegally through the Arizona border sector. Can you explain how and why that was able to happen?
Well, if you look at what happened during the Biden administration, which is when he entered this country, was that basically anyone who crossed the border was granted an asylum and given a notice to appear in court, and he never did. Never showed up, of course, which happened with millions of individuals who came into our country. And that's the task that we now have under the Trump administration, is cleaning up the ramifications of that invasion of our country. Remember, people came to this country through an open border and those policies that were terrorists, suspected terrorists, people who were violent criminals from across the world, individuals who were emptied out of prisons and mental institutions, and they came to this country, and Joe Biden and his administration just opened the door and let them flood in. The individuals that perpetuated this crime and violence against our law enforcement officer on Saturday night and his friend were two of those exact same type of individuals that crossed the border under those policies. They shouldn't have been here. They had been arrested in the past and released again. I'm thankful we have a president now who's not going to allow that to happen anymore.
Sorry, you guys, but anytime I can do what I got to do to get you guys more information, I'm going to do that. Christy has some real important information. Wanted that to be heard.
President Trump's border czar says sanctuary cities like New York are now his top priority following the shooting of an off-duty Customs and Border Protection agent in Washington Heights. The NYPD says the two suspects now in custody are both in the country illegally and have extensive arrest records. Christina Fan is live outside Harlem Hospital. Christina.
Mary, good morning. As the injured CBP officer continues to recover here, the border czar, Tom Homan, says he is fed up with incidents like this happening and will be flooding New York City with ICE agents to arrest people wherever they find them. Both he and the Secretary of Homeland Security, Kristi Noem, slammed sanctuary city laws following the weekend shooting of a 42-year-old border protection officer in Fort Washington Park. Police say the off-duty officer was there with a female companion when two suspects pulled up on a moped and tried to rob him. Newly released video shows the two men shortly after the shooting arriving at the hospital, with the driver dumping the body of the injured suspect before driving off on the same moped. Homan says he is especially angry with the city council, which went to court to stop a deal he struck with Mayor Eric Adams to allow ICE to arrest people on Rikers Island. It's unclear how soon Homan plans to dispatch more agents, but Mayor Adams has made it clear he doesn't want innocent people swept up in these raids.
Going to assist us to go after?
Whatever. I don't believe you anyway. Whatever, dog. I'm good. Where you at, man? I want that. Where's that joint at? Oh, where's the one? The other one was on a... It's going to take too long to get there. I wanted to get to the other one. But we're going to keep on going. We got to keep on going. Washington, breaking news. We got Chuck Schumer that involves... What did he say? What we got? We got Chuck Schumer again involved to implement DOJ to release the Epstein files. Ha, ha, ha. Woo, is that already coming up? Are we already talking about Epstein this early? I know we not. Are we? Oh, I guess we are. Let's get into it.
Now I come to the floor this morning with some news. Today, Senate Democrats take additional action to try and uncover the truth about the Epstein files. This morning, I join all of my Democratic colleagues on the Homeland Security and Government Affairs Committee in invoking a century-old law known as the Rule of Five.
Okay.
To compel the Department of Justice to release the full and complete Epstein files, which to date, of course, they have refused to be transparent about. Under federal law, when any 5 senators on the Homeland Security and Government Affairs Committee call on the executive branch to release investigative documents, they must comply. Our request covers all documents, files, evidence, or other materials in the possession of the Department of Justice or the FBI related to the case of United States versus Jeffrey Epstein. This includes records and documents related to Epstein and his clients, while ensuring that the private information of any victims is protected. We expect the Trump administration to provide these documents by August the 15th. The situation with the Epstein files is very simple. Donald Trump promised transparency, and he has broken that promise. As a candidate, Trump said on many occasions he would release the Epstein files if elected, and yet he has refused to do so.
We got people in the comments that's saying, how come in the last 4 years when Joe Biden was the president, nobody was talking about releasing the Epstein files? Which is a good point. I have to ask that question as well. And wanted you guys to stick around because, yes, we're not going to go totally into that right now. I know that you guys would be here for it because you stick around. Want to let you guys see another story going on in New York. Do me a favor, please, if y'all appreciate the content. Let's double tap that screen. As soon as we can get through these stories, we can start getting some more information about the Epstein files. We got this influencer from the Bronx, from Southern Boulevard. She's walking up the block. Next thing you know, chain is off her neck. This is what New York is about, and this is why I keep on telling people there's no patrol and no police in New York. I had a real big debate the other day with somebody that had the nerve to tell me that there was a bunch of police on every single corner. I was like, whatever, there's no police out here at all. When I say that, I mean that they're not in places where they need to be at, patrolling and helping out in certain areas. Yes, black man asking for some patrol, for some help for women like this, so that hopefully this doesn't happen to another mother that was going on way to the laundromat anywhere in New York again.
Troubling trend here in the Bronx. Brazen chain snatchings happening in broad daylight. Some of them even caught on camera. And News 12's Kelly Kennedy spoke with the latest victim, a well-known influencer in Soundview. And she has exclusive video of the suspects.
But it's populated over here for sure. That's why I walk over here, because I thought someone would see me.
This is where Bronx influencer Honey Honcho says her life flashed before her eyes, just blocks away from her Soundview apartment.
Oh, by the way, the chain is fake. So y'all got a fake chain.
At the end of the day, at least I'm safe and I'm here and alive.
Video from a neighbor's camera shows the two suspects. A moment later, you see the 30-year-old mom on her way to the grocery store Saturday afternoon.
Two guys with ski masks on, they have like hoodies. It was like 90 degrees.
The actual robbery happens off camera, but you can see the two men take off.
He literally just grabbed my chain, ripped it off my neck.
Honey says the chain was fake and only worth about $100. But that's not the point.
So this is what I'm trying to say, you guys. When I was telling you guys that we need to start banning ski masks, and everybody was like, what are you talking about? That's like the common thing now. Ban the ski mask. I'm from the era where anytime you have a ski mask on, that means you're about to commit an robbery or something that you're not supposed to be doing. And then when the police see you, there he go right there, because he's up to something. He got a ski mask on. Nowadays, everybody wearing them, and they calling them shiesties. We need to make that commonness not so common. Let's go back to when things made sense. Let's go, y'all. Let's keep on going.
I just feel like they saw something flashy. They were like, she's a girl, she's defenseless.
This isn't an isolated case. So far this year, police have responded to dozens of these crimes, including a 3-year-old boy whose chain was stolen on camera in a Morris Heights apartment building. Last month, police said...
Did you guys see that? Right off the little boy's wrist. He just twice, because the kid was playing in the hallway, not being attended to. I don't know if y'all saw that, but look, this is what we dealing with in New York, y'all. Oh, but it happens all the time. Blah, 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 blah.
Whose chain was stolen on camera in a Morris Heights apartment building. Last month, police say thieves on scooters robbed 4 men in under 30 minutes, stealing thousands in jewelry. According to NYPD data, grand larceny is up nearly 16% in the 43rd precinct compared to this time last year. Police say in a lot of these cases, the suspects are working in pairs. Sometimes they're walking, like in this recent incident, or other times they ride up on a moped. Honey hopes her story will serve as a warning to her neighbors.
I just think that over a fake chain, I could have lost my life.
In Soundview, Kelly Kennedy, News 12, the Bronx.
That's why I stay out of the Bronx. Stay out of Brooklyn. Yo, what you mean, Bugatti? Man, listen, call me what you want. Soon as I get to Brooklyn, if I'm in the cab, train, anything, the hell you looking at? Get the hell away from me. That's my Brooklyn tactics. I tell you straight up and down, you couldn't pay me to go to Brooklyn unless it's a real serious situation, maybe a business meeting. You can give me free rent. That's right, and pay me to stay somewhere there. No, thank you. When I did have to go, I made sure I got the hell up out of there before sundown. We're going to keep on moving forward now because we got a crypto situation, crypto attack on an OnlyFans streamer. That's right, caught on camera, not the OnlyFans content, you guys. Look at y'all in the comments talking about, oh, Bugatti, for real, you about to get struck just to show us this? No, I'm not. The content is from the robbery. So y'all calm down, y'all little, you excited boys. Calm down, y'all. Double tap that screen and get those likes up because I want you guys to see this situation right here where this is when you front too much, you show off too much, and people find out where you live at, and then certain things like robberies may happen. So be careful showing off on the internet. You know, when you get your income tax, you might want to show people. Don't even do that because I've seen that episodes of Good Times when they won that little scratch off and then people came up in there and said, now you got to go to the bank. Go get the money. We know what y'all want some money because we heard about it. Yeah, that's right. Don't be bragging about it. That's why a lot of people that win the lottery, they rather not show their face. They'll put a big old mask on. They be like, yo, this fool look crazy with a mask on, because they don't want you to know who they are for specific reasons. Sometimes you got to keep your riches and what you got to yourself, because if you flaunt it, I hope you have the security to protect it.
Cryptocurrency has seen its popularity explode over the last few years, embraced by not just the tech world and celebrities, but also retirees looking to boost their nest eggs. And with crypto's rise and plenty of people making millions, some flaunting their wealth very publicly, would-be thieves have taken notice too, targeting crypto holders and engaging in what are known as wrench attacks. That's when a would-be thief threatens or violently attacks someone in order to gain access to their cryptocurrency holdings. Let's get more now from CNN Shimon Prokupis.
Watch.
Caitlin Saragusa's attackers came under the cover of darkness, guns drawn with one demand.
Just do it! Go!
They point the gun at me from the hallway, and they tell me to stand up, and so I'm freaking out, and I'm standing up, and there's a chair over here, and so they kind of just all come towards me because there's three of them, and they corner me into the chair, and that's when they start like pistol whipping me, you know, asking where the crypto is, holding me at gunpoint. He told me I grow a garden just like yourself.
Saragusa is a famous streamer and OnlyFans model known to her millions of followers as Amaranth. And while she's no crypto kingpin, she believes that a tweet 9 months earlier alluding to her investments in crypto is what prompted the attack.
So you're sitting there and the three of them are like around you like this sort of.
Yeah.
Masks on.
Oh, yeah.
Guns. And then one guy.
Yeah, he was on this side of me holding the gun to my head, and the other one was here hitting me.
What Saragusa's assailants didn't realize, the entire attack was being captured by surveillance cameras. And Caitlin wasn't alone. She called her husband Nick when the attack began, and he was listening to the entire frightening episode from another part of their home.
I got to hear kind of all the dialogue that was happening, and then even them hitting her. I'm running over here. I go to the little safe thing I have here, and I type in my code, and then it pops open. I grab the handgun, and then I slip this on, grab this, and then I'm rushing downstairs.
Whoa. Fearing for her life, Saragusa decided to lead her attackers towards her husband.
So at this point, you're up.
Mm-hmm.
What do you tell them?
Like, oh, I remembered where it is. I'll take it to you too. Like, it's so comical, honestly.
It's in the pool. It's not in the pool. Stop playing.
And so how does this is blood here?
Yes, that's from my hand bleeding after it was touching, my head dripped onto my hand.
Surveillance footage captured Saragusa sprinting across her driveway,
It's in here.
leading them to what she hopes is an ambush.
Go.
As soon as I turn the corner of these stairs, he's there, waiting at the top, and he tells me to get down, and I'm about like right here when I do. I just hug the side of the wall.
I fired 3 shots. I hit the guy once, I believe in the lower abdomen area.
Attacks on prominent crypto holders have been growing. Police say in May, a man in New York was kidnapped, held hostage, and tortured.
He said, I got hit. I don't want to say the words, but he's like, I got hit. That's right, y'all. That's the way you take care of that. But too bad we can't do stuff like that in the city where I live at, New York. Let's keep on moving forward now, because we got a bad situation to report. Everybody be careful who you leave your kids with. Be careful who you leave your children with. Florida, come to the front of the stage. We got this 3-year-old child that's no longer with us. He's no longer with us because he drowns in a pool in a hotel. There was a man that was supposed to be watching him. He basically fell asleep while he was watching the kid around the pool. As the attendant wakes him up, like, the baby's in the pool drowning. Oh, leave me alone, I'm tired. Yeah, right after that, got locked up. Check this situation out, you guys. Terrible story, but my bottom line is, no, do not leave your children with everybody, even if you think you love them. No.
3-year-old boy, meanwhile, has died after drowning in a hotel.
Be careful who you leave your
Developing this morning, a 3-year-old boy, meanwhile, has died after drowning in a hotel pool in Palm Bay. So police say the man was supposed to be watching. The boy was sleeping just feet away. He is now behind bars. Amanda McKenzie joining us now from what went wrong there. And Amanda, these are some of the toughest stories. Good morning.
You know it, man.
Oh, just heartbreaking. Palm Bay police say a housekeeper at the hotel pulled that little boy from that pool and yelled for the man nearby to help, but instead he allegedly didn't get up and instead cursed at her. Well, now that man is facing aggravated manslaughter charges and is being held at the Brevard County Jail with no bond. Palm Bay police say that the surveillance video shows 40-year-old Sharif Smith sleeping on the pool steps while the 3-year-old boy was in the water for more than 20 minutes. He drowned in that hotel pool just feet away from Smith. The boy's mother wasn't at the hotel at the time, but tells police that just 1 hour earlier, she yelled at Smith not to bring her son to the pool because he was, quote, irresponsible. Smith allegedly took the boy to the pool anyways, and around 11 a.m., a housekeeper on the 3rd floor of the hotel tells police she spotted the boy floating in the water and ran to help. She says she was screaming at Smith to wake up and, quote, grab the baby, but she says he did nothing. So she pulled the boy from the deep end of the pool and began banging on the little boy's chest. She says he was lifeless and foaming from his nose. Police say Smith eventually woke up to the woman screaming and holding the boy in her lap, but she says Smith just stood there cussing at her and other hotel staff and giving them the middle finger. Officers say Smith smelled of alcohol and wouldn't explain why he was sleeping at the pool. One officer says he overheard the boy's mother yelling at Smith over the phone that he was, quote, drunk again. Police say Smith even has a warrant out for him for a DUI out of Georgia. The man, the little boy, and the boy's mother were visiting Palm Bay from Georgia. Smith's next court date is scheduled for late August. Reporting live this morning, Amanda McKenzie, Fox 35 News.
Developing the
terrible loss, tragic event. Mothers, yeah, you got to be careful also after you already know, even though that's his son, I know it's going to be hard, but it's really hard to let a person that has a DUI drive my child around. We might have an issue. Yes, you know what we're going to do. We have to pray for the soul of the little angel that lost his life. We're going to pray for the family as well as the mother. We're going to hope that the people that were involved in this, they've tried their best, that they get some sort of understanding and resolve and calmness, because that must have been a tragic event for her to come around and see that baby floating like that. We ask this in Jesus' name. Amen. Amen, you guys. Amen this Saturday morning. Let's go. Amen. We're going to keep on moving forward, you guys, because now we got another lady in Florida who's been charged with an ATM tap and fraud scheme on social media. She had the nerve to be doing tap and fraud and doing this scheme, and she actually been promoting what she's been doing and telling people that she's been doing it on social media. Let's keep on going. Now, if this ain't a thun-dun-dun, I don't know who is.
A social media fraud scheme is catching people's attention with cash.
So this is basically how they do it. You guys had your Instagram before. Maybe 10% of everybody here has went to Instagram and you saw somebody like, yo, look at me making all of this money. All you got to do is send me $150 and I'm going to hook you up, right? And what they do is you send them $150. They'll send you a chills neck, a check that ain't no good. You're going to put that check in the bank. They're going to want you to send part of that money back. But guess what? By the time your bank contacts you, they're going to tell you that check is fake. And now you got to deal with it. And you know what else you can get with that? Them bracelets. Silver bracelets. Silver bracelets. They're one size fits all for everybody. That's right, y'all. You get silver bracelets when you do bank schemes, because guess what? The bank don't care about who's responsible. They just want their money back. Check this out, y'all. And that's what she's dealing with.
A woman is facing charges in Hillsborough County, accused of using people's bank information to deposit fake checks and cash in. The sheriff's office says she was targeting people with different types of bank accounts. Fox 13's Kylie Jones is joining us live with the details. Kylie, break it down for us.
Well, Haley, the message from detectives here, if it looks too good to be true, it is. And in this case, detectives believe there are multiple layers to what they're calling a tap-in fraud scheme on social media.
A picture of cash might catch your eye while scrolling social media.
The Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office says that was this suspect's tactic. She was posting like pictures of cash, and she was asking users, hey, if you have this bank account, hit me up, reach out, like, let's connect. Investigators say
that's right. The people that know about it in the comments are like, that old scam, we way past that one. Y'all know about it. And somebody just said they tried to contact me recently. Look.
Jeanette Solis Martinez was advertising a tap-in type of fraud scheme. She'd use it to get the person's banking information. She would then deposit a fraud check and then use their account information to immediately withdraw the cash from that account before the bank could notice that she deposited that fake check. Some of the photos featured hundreds of dollars worth of cash. Investigators say Martinez would follow up with photos of withdrawal receipts. A retired FBI agent says he used to investigate a wide range of fraud schemes with similar narratives.
I have a check. Can somebody, I'll give you 10%, that kind of scam that you see. And for a lot of people, if they're willing to help somebody out and then make a few bucks on the side, they'll do that.
In this case, an anonymous tip led to Martinez's arrest. Detectives uncovered more than 100 credit cards belonging to other people and more than $6,000. Now they're trying to figure out if Martinez acted alone. Seeing if the people she was working with, were they meeting up? Were they connecting on social media? Was she saying, hey, I'm going to do this and we can split the profit later, or I'll pay you this much of the deposit of the money that I get from.
So now all y'all people that took the bait, that's down with her, that took that little partial, guess what? The FBI is reading every single one of her messages. So don't be surprised if y'all hear a knock on the door and, excuse me, do me a favor, hands behind your back. And y'all know what I'm gonna say next, right? Watch your head, and then you're gonna take that ride. I always do it sideways and I go up and down like this, because those are the bumps that you're going over. When you're feeling like an idiot in the back of the car and you're looking out the window, and like I told you guys the other day, everything looks the best. That pizza over there, oh my God, I wish I could get a slice of that pizza. That guy or that girl walking over there, hope they don't see you if they know you. Yeah, that's what's gonna happen. That's what I'm telling you guys. All that glitters ain't gold. This right here is what I'll call fool's gold. We're gonna keep on moving forward because I gotta keep on making sure that we run the line down. We're going to all of the states, bringing you guys all of the content, making sure we cover all the countries, all top stories and everything that's going on. And oh my God. Harley, thank you so much. I gotta sit down for this, but I've never done this in the history of the show. But man, we so broke over here, we can't pay attention. Woo, Lord, thank you so much for Harley. Harley, they've been treating me bad all week. I gotta talk to you, man. They've been treating me terrible over here. I'm talking about I can't even get $1.99 super chat. I've been doing flips, back spins, all types of stuff. Everybody, I don't care who you are. I need you guys to go ahead and give Harley right now. Double tap that screen and say thank you to Harley for that $200. Because not only is my mouth dry, but it's real out here in the field. Let's go, y'all. Let's go. Let's go. Thank you so much, Harley. I don't even know what you said. But whatever you said, thank you. Real talk. Trump rips Kamala political future. He said he wouldn't even call her a skilled politician. And y'all can call me what y'all want. I'm a snitch. I'm a snitch and tell you. I'm going to tell on y'all. Because y'all been doing me wrong all week. I've been knocking it out the park, all this Jeffrey stuff, making people mad at me because I'm promoting it and putting it out there, thinking I'm on the other side when I'm just trying to get information out. Come on, y'all. Let's get on over here. Because Trump don't like Kamala. That's an understatement. But what does he have to say about it? Let's go, y'all. And Harley, thank you so much. I could cry. I swear to God. Thank you so much.
Wait a minute. No, not you. You.
Mr. President, Kamala Harris, as you know, is not running for governor of California. She's not going to do it. What do you see in her political future, sir?
Well, she can't speak. She can't talk. She can't do an interview. I thought it was a very strange campaign that we had. But, you know, I had two of them. We were up by like this massive number of points on Biden, and they said, let's change to Kamala. Nobody knew who Kamala was. Nobody knew her last name, Harris. They said, we're going to get Vice President Harris. Everyone said, who the hell is Harris? They only knew her by the first name. But no, I thought she was a terrible candidate. Look, don't forget, she didn't really get the nomination. I mean, that whole nomination was strange. She was the first one out. You know, she took a good amount of points with her when she announced, but nobody knew her. And once they got to know her, she dropped out very shortly after she started. And she started with a pretty good, you know, she was like in second or third place. But I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't call her a skilled politician. Would you?
She's also coming out with a book. Any plans to buy it?
I don't know. I think I'm going to buy it. I'd love to see it. No. I'd find it. Look, I find everything in politics interesting. I sort of enjoy politics. She wasn't a skilled person. You know, you have skilled politicians, really skilled politicians, and then you have some that aren't. And she was put in a very tough position, I think.
All right, we got some more information coming from the press. We're going to run it down. I just wanted you guys to hear that little joke right there because I felt it was funny. And she was supposed to, Kamala Harris was saying that she was going to run for governor of California. Now he's been asked a question. The president has been asked the question also. And what's his reaction to Marjorie Taylor Jolie insulting situation about the Gaza and calling it genocide? I ain't gonna say that word. He also agrees and says it's terrible when it comes down to the people that are suffering from not having food access, saying that they've already given up about, I think, $600 million for aid, for food aid, and a lot of the money has been stolen, as well as a lot of the food. So I think that there's going to be some sort of humanitarian effort that's going to be needed to happen, where there may have to be military involved to make sure that the food is getting to where it needs to be. Let's get into this, guys. Let's keep on moving forward. I think this is a very serious topic right here. We joke all the time, but this is pretty serious right here.
Believe it or not.
Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene has said that what is occurring there is a genocide. Do you agree?
Oh, it's terrible what's occurring there, yeah. It's a terrible thing. People are very hungry. You know, the United States gave $60 million for food. And it's a shame because nobody, you know, I don't see the results of it. And we gave it to people that in theory are watching over it fairly closely. We wanted Israel to watch over it. Part of the problem is Hamas is taking the money and they're taking the food. But we gave $60 million a couple of weeks ago. Nobody said anything about it. Nobody said thank you. But I didn't need to thank you. I just wanted the people to get fed. And we're helping out financially with that situation. It's a terrible situation. So just to conclude, I want to thank everybody for being here. I want to thank you for being here. This is a great group.
What do you guys think about? What do y'all think about P. Diddy getting a pardon? I personally, I don't normally tell you guys. Matter of fact, I give you guys my opinion. It's fine for me to do. What I don't do is try to sway you to follow my opinion. I don't particularly have any opinion when it comes down to if P. Diddy should get a pardon. I also feel that his lawyers are doing enough to possibly get him out without even having to have a pardon, due to the fact that they've already broken down the case so crazy and gotten him. He's already beaten the RICO part of it, and the other part of it is not really holding up.
Nobody thought Sean Diddy Combs would sit quietly in his Brooklyn jail cell, counting down the days until his sentencing in October. But I'm also not sure anybody realized how many moves he still had in him. 3 by our count, in rising order of importance. Now, you know about Combs' latest attempt of many to get out of jail on bond, right? The terms are the same as he's offered many times before, to put his Miami mansion up as collateral. But the argument this time is different. The defense says other people convicted of the same crime that Combs was, you know, transportation to engage in prostitution or the Mann Act, are routinely granted bail. They say it happens all the time. It's a felony, yes, but far less serious than the racketeering and sex trafficking counts that Combs was acquitted of. The prosecution had until today to respond, and ruling from the judge could come anytime. Diddy also wants his Mann Act convictions thrown out, or barring that, a whole new trial. And why? Team Combs says that he didn't make a dime off those infamous freak-offs. Moreover, nobody ever said that Combs himself had sex with those escorts who crossed state lines, nor did he himself arrange their transportation. At worst, the argument goes Diddy was a voyeur and thus entitled to the same First Amendment protection as the makers and watchers of porn. Stay tuned for the judge's ruling on that. We'll have to see how that goes. Finally, there's the biggest swing of all. TMZ now...
Nope, we got to keep on moving, y'all. What do y'all think about this P. Diddy situation? He already beat that Mann Act. What I really see, it's sad to say it, the most hardening thing that I saw, that this most displeasing part of this entire case was when I saw the physical contact when he against Cassie. I have to be honest about that. That's probably something that I could never, we could never unsee, which is the reason why you and I are looking at it like, I don't know, it's pretty hard, but because he really did put his hands on her. That's number one. Secondly, all of the other stuff that came out. You know, however you get down in your bedroom, that's you, that's personal. But when it comes down to it having to do with other people and then other potential people being harmed and then it getting out and everybody looking at you as a high profile person, I don't know if he's going to be able to come back from that in a business standpoint, probably musically, but I can't see a lot of businesses and companies wanting to do business with him. You know what I mean, guys? And who else they don't want to do business with? Ghislaine Maxwell. Let's get into it, you guys. We're about to stack this deck right now. Let me just tell you guys straight up, I'm going to put a little disclaimer out right here. The information that you guys about to see has nothing to do with, thank you so much, Harley. Thank you so much. Here is a little more support. Plus, just heard we're expecting grandchildren. Number 7. Wonder if my wife will deliver this one like the last one. Man, listen, that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to live long and prosper, Harley. That's what you're supposed to do. And thank you again for the $100 super chat. Excuse me, Harley. Don't look at the screen real quick because I'm about to do something. This is for everybody else. Because if it was y'all, I'll be broke. Harley just gave me $300. Now, Harley, you can look back at the screen. Let's go, y'all. Let's go. All right, let's go. Thank you so much, Harley, for the $100 super chat. Double tap the screen, everybody else, and show Harley some love for showing your boy some support. Y'all know y'all could do that too, right? All you got to do is give your boy $1. It's about 1,000 people in here. The power of numbers. Let's keep on moving forward. Let's get into this Ghislaine Maxwell information. I'm ready to stack this deck. It's time to get serious. Again, the views and opinions of what you guys see coming across the screen have nothing to do with BOOGOTTINYC or our bottom line. This is not personal. It is this time of the season and what's going on. Right now, this is the highest caliber story that's out right now. Everybody wants to know about what's going on along with this story. What we're doing over here at our bottom line, until those files get released, I go and I search, I look, I find as much information pertaining to Ghislaine, pertaining to her father, pertaining to Jeffrey, pertaining to every single person that has something to do with this case. And I bring it to you guys because I want it to be to the point where once we do get the files, we really have a way and a whole lot of smorgasbords of things to look through. More you have, the better. And then you guys and me, we can edit out what we don't want to have. Now let's get into it. We got Ghislaine Maxwell's attorney who claims the government and the prosecutors of the Epstein's co-conspirators reneged on their deal because they were supposed to have a deal with Jeffrey Epstein that covered Ghislaine as well. It wasn't supposed to just cover Jeffrey. This pardon deal that they had was supposed to be able to cover Ghislaine as well. Let's go, y'all. Let's get into it.
Do you feel like you're going to get some relief as a result of the conversation you're having?
Do you feel like you're going to get some relief from the United States due to the fact that Ghislaine is now giving up information, is what the reporter asked?
We don't know. We don't know how it's going to play out. We just know that this was the first opportunity she's ever been given to answer questions about what happened. And so the truth will come out about what happened with Mr. Epstein, and she's the person who's answering those questions.
Thanks again, Harley. He's giving out memberships right now.
We don't think this will affect her appeal. We're appealing on a very important ground, which is the government at the time promised Jeffrey Epstein that any potential co-conspirators would not be prosecuted. And so she deserves that promise. And I'm surprised. I don't think President Trump knows that the Justice Department took the position that that promise should not be upheld. President Trump is the ultimate deal maker. He knows that a promise made on behalf of the government should bind the government. And so we're hoping the Supreme Court agrees with us that when the U.S. Attorney's Office in the Southern District of Florida promised that no potential co-conspirators would be prosecuted, that bound the Southern District of New York as well.
So now they're trying to say that they want that promise to be upheld. The promise that when Jeffrey Epstein was originally charged, they said that anybody that was his co-conspirator cannot be charged. That was in the deal. But they're saying that the government is not holding up to it. We're going to keep on moving forward right now because we got some TMZ late-breaking information about a special report on Maxwell and the Epstein files. Bombshell shocking update, you guys. Bombshell shocking information. As you guys know, wasn't just one person dealing with Jeffrey Epstein. He wanted to climb the corporate ladder as well as rub elbows. So he had a ton of people that he was doing that and getting involved with.
Something seems to be cooking with Ghislaine Maxwell and the feds. You know that there's been all this debate about whether or not she should get immunity. Did they offer her some sort of deal
or
for her to come in, or a straight up pardon? Here's what has happened. She's been moved very quietly to a new prison. In fact, it's not even a prison. It's called a prison camp. It is minimum security. So she had been at a federal prison in Florida, minimum security, so it wasn't like she was in Supermax or anything, but now she's been moved to Texas, Bryan, Texas, at the prison camp there, federal prison camp, and that is the lowest security that the feds offer.
So timing makes a huge difference here. So just days ago, Ghislaine Maxwell spent 2 days talking with a top Justice Department official about supposedly what she knows. Her lawyer has made it clear he would like some sort, I can't remember the word he used, he didn't say pardon, but he wants some sort of accommodation for her in return for her cooperation. And it cannot be coincidental that on the heels of that, they move her. Now the question, move her, why? Is it to say, okay, you gave us some stuff, so we're going to do this. And you give us more stuff, and we'll give you a pardon. Is it that, or is it something else?
Or is this the only accommodation, and now they are going to get something more from her? We don't know at this point, but you're right. There's no way that this is coincidence.
It's not a coincidence.
That's right on the heels of that Justice Department meeting, she gets moved.
And by the way, one of the victims of Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell, who took her life, her family, Virginia Giuffre, they have been all over now talking about how dare anybody even consider giving Ghislaine Maxwell a pardon. They say she's a monster, that she was the ringleader of all of this, that she was more brutal than Jeffrey Epstein.
Yeah.
And so
the saying is, to feed a monster, you have to be a monster. That's what the saying is.
There is a war going on over what should happen with her, and they're saying she's a liar, that she has lied her way through civil cases, and that whatever she says can't be trusted.
And that's the thing about them offering her, if this is an accommodation, right, that she's been moved to this prison either because of things she's already told them or that she is going to say, how can you trust anything she's saying? Because in fact, now you've given her something. So it's sort of like, oh, she's just going to tell you whatever she needs to.
Yes, but any offer of proof like this, anything you get in exchange for a reduction in sentence, clemency, pardon, is always going to have to be subject to verification. It can't just be a statement that she makes, and we therefore, now it may have been, talk to us, we'll give you the better prison conditions, give us something reliable that we can use.
Then we'll talk about.
Or if the conspiracy theorists are to be believed, don't give us something reliable that we can use, and we'll reward you for that.
All right, y'all, come on. Now, where is she staying at? They said they moved her to, what, Bryan, Texas, to a minimum security. And I like what Harvey had to say in the beginning here, basically, like, yeah, it seems to me like they're bettering her accommodations, but we don't know if that's before or after the fact and why. Let's go on.
Welcome back to Live Now from Fox. We do have some breaking news for you as we continue to follow the Jeffrey Epstein saga. Putting this up on your screen right now, this post from the New York Post. We are alerting the U.S. Bureau of Prisons, saying today that Ghislaine Maxwell has been transferred from a Florida prison to a lower security facility in Texas to continue serving her 20-year sentence for helping sex offender Jeffrey Epstein sexually abuse underage girls. Maxwell's move from FCI Tallahassee, a low-security prison, to the federal prison camp in Bryan, Texas, comes a week after she met with Deputy U.S. Attorney General Todd Blanche, who said he wanted to speak with her about anyone else who may have been involved in Epstein's crimes. Now, this also comes after President Trump said a bit earlier this week on Tuesday that Jeffrey Epstein, quote, stole young women who worked for the spa at Mar-a-Lago. One of those women, he said, was Virginia Giuffre, who was among Epstein's most well-known sex trafficking accusers. Trump's comments expanded on remarks he had made a day earlier when he had said he had banned Epstein.
So she's been moved to this low, what is it, a medium security prison, right? Okay, we got her being moved. We got the family of Virginia Giuffre saying, look, we don't care about all of that. She's the reason why our daughter, our niece, our family member is no longer here. You took her through all of that stuff, and she basically committed suicide. And we don't even know if it's suicide, to tell you guys the truth, because it happened 2 weeks after Jeffrey Epstein was sent to prison. So we don't know if that was an cover-up or what. We want to double tap that screen and get those likes up, because we're getting into it right now. We're trying to get more people over here to let them see what's about to happen. Because like they said in the previous clip, don't think that she's just nice. People are saying that Ghislaine was worse than Jeffrey. Yeah, people are saying that. Like Andrew yesterday, remember Prince Andrew? He said, I was introduced from Jeffrey through Ghislaine. So don't think that just because she's the woman that she's the one that don't got nothing to do with this, right? People are saying pure evil. Trump urged not to pardon Maxwell's victims. Virginia Giuffre's, check this out, Virginia Giuffre's attorney. They're basically telling Trump not to pardon her. That's what the family is basically saying. They do not feel that she should be getting any sort of a pardon. They're calling her pure evil.
Sigrid McCauley was Virginia Giuffre's lawyer, and she joins me now. It's great to have you in the program. I really appreciate you joining us. First, I just want to ask you the same question that my colleague Hallie Jackson asked the family, which was just your reaction to hearing that exchange in Air Force One with the president when he talks about Epstein stealing people. He doesn't like when they steal, and then someone asking specifically about Ms. Giuffre and him saying, oh yeah, I think it was her. How did that strike you?
I think it was really jarring. I mean, you saw the family and how upsetting that can be. The loss of Virginia is very real. It's very recent. And she was a champion for these survivors. She was somebody who went up against pure evil, Ghislaine Maxwell and Jeffrey Epstein, and took them down. And it took her years to do that. So I think sort of the flippant nature of that comment, wasn't well received, as you can imagine, because everybody's just so raw right now, missing her and, wishing that had never happened.
What kind of toll did it take on your client to wage this battle for as long as she did? I was sort of looking back through research in preparation for this interview. It was just striking, like how much civil litigation there was, and then there was a criminal case about Ghislaine Maxwell. I mean, just basically constant for years.
Her strength was truly tremendous. I mean, it's remarkable the courage she had. She started with her initial case against Ghislaine Maxwell, that her courage, her strength, her work resulted in Epstein being put in prison, Jean-Luc Brunel being put in prison, Maxwell being put in prison. And of course, she was supported by a chorus of other survivors who were fighting for that same justice. But it really is tremendous. We had the settlement for a class of survivors just this past year against 2 financial institutions with significant remuneration. The fact that she was brave enough to stand up and say, this has to stop. This should never have happened.
She did it,
but
yeah.
I'm not going to stop working until we put them in prison. And that's exactly what she did.
And now, of course, we're watching in slow motion the lawyer for Ghislaine Maxwell essentially, without saying it, asked for a pardon. The number 2 at the Department of Justice, including the man who was the president's former criminal lawyer, interviewing her for 2 consecutive days. The president saying he hadn't thought about a pardon, which is things he's said before about other people he's given pardons to. What does the specter of a possible presidential pardon for this woman mean for you?
It would really be in our history the most significant travesty of justice. I mean, this is a known sex offender of young children, and the president would be allowing her some form of reduced sentence, or even worse, letting her out. I mean, it just simply cannot happen. The American public has to rise up and do what's right and say, we will not allow this. She is pure evil. She hurt many, many young lives. I mean, the 4 young, brave souls who gave testimony during that criminal trial were just a fraction of the hundreds and hundreds of young girls that she victimized.
Hundreds and hundreds of young girls that she victimized, and they spoke out. That's why I keep saying we need to speak to the victims. They keep on trying to overshadow this with Trump. No, man, there's a whole lot of other people involved with this situation. Don't come kicking in my door because we stacking the deck. Do me a favor and double tap that screen and let's get those likes up, because guess what Trump said? He said, I cut ties with Epstein. After he stole someone from Mar-a-Lago, let me tell you something about people that got money. Sometimes it's real hard to find somebody that work good for you, right? And when you find those people, you want to take care of them. You want to make sure that they're doing what they got to do, and you want to make sure that they're comfortable. And when you have your system going on and you got somebody that come up in there and try to steal your workers because they see how good they are, oh, you don't take that too happily go lucky. I don't care if we friends. You messing with my money now. Get up out of here. That's why he got kicked out of Mar-a-Lago. Check this out, you guys. Trump said 86 them in the restaurant business and in the bar business. 86 means kick him out. That's what it means. It means kick him out. Let's go. Let's go.
The news, President Trump now says he ended his relationship with Jeffrey Epstein after Epstein stole workers from Mar-a-Lago.
You don't play that.
On Air Force One, the president told a group of reporters that he had a falling out with Epstein after Epstein allegedly poached a number of employees from Trump's Mar-a-Lago golf club. Among the workers that were allegedly taken, according to Trump, was one of Epstein's accusers, Virginia Giuffre, who died by suicide earlier this year.
Yeah, he took people, and because he took people, I say, don't do it anymore. You know, they work for me. And he took, beyond that, he took some others. And once he did that, that was the end of him.
I honestly look at people like, you disrespecting my business. How dare you? Oh, they come to your job like, oh, how much is he paying you? Ha ha, I'll pay you more than that. Oh yeah? Well, guess what? Get the hell out of here. That's just like me kicking people out in the comments, right? Tell the truth now. You probably kick somebody out too. You got your whole business going, and you got somebody that's supposed to be your friend coming up in there talking about, how much, hold on, we're gonna do it like this. Yo, how much is Casey paying you? Oh, word, that's it? Oh, I gotta pay you more than him. Hold on a minute. How much is John paying you? Oh, he ain't paying you enough. Nah, I'll pay you more. How much is Harley paying you? Oh, he ain't paying you enough. What? You don't care how much, what level you at, you got to go. Get the hell up out of my business trying to steal. That's like when I told you guys I go down to my little business in Chelsea, and the people like, Papi, don't work with the Moreno. Work with me. I do it more cheapy. I'll be like, I'll give you more cheapy right here. Here go more cheapy. Bow! Stay in your place. Here go more cheapy for you. I don't play. Come in my blocks where I got my buildings at playing around. Think it's not a game. They be like, oh, you don't want to go in those blocks messing around. That's them Chelsea clean dudes.
I didn't like when they steal people. I don't like it.
No business does.
Epstein's former girlfriend, Ghislaine Maxwell, says she will testify to Congress, but only if she is pardoned and receives immunity. The House Oversight Committee reportedly denied Maxwell's request.
Oh, did y'all
y'all
heard the last part of it though, right? Y'all heard the last part of that, right? They denied her request. That's what she get. What Harley said? Harley said, What you saying over there, Harley? What you saying over there, Harley? I see you just said something. We gonna get to your comment. I missed it. For some reason it just got by me there, brother. Definitely want to read what you got to say. I don't know why it's not coming up in the comments, but yeah, we got to make sense of what we do from nowadays. Don't let people just tell you anything, because believe me, they're gonna tell you something conveniently so that they can make it happen out of your pocket. Like when they say, you know what, we're gonna reduce this and it's gonna go on sale. We're gonna give it to you at a lower price. That's because they already inflated the price in the first place. Don't let people get over on y'all. We much more smarter than that. Now, to feed a monster, do me a favor, y'all. We try to get some more people over here. Let's double tap that screen to get those likes up, right? I appreciate that. And you know it's hot out here for a pimp. So go ahead, and if y'all got it, because yesterday was Friday, y'all can go ahead and put a little bit of something on the super chat. Let's go ahead and get those likes up. And yes, we got enough people up in here to do it. Let's turn up, because we're going to keep on pulling more layers back of this Epstein onion. To feed a monster, you have to be a monster. Ghislaine Maxwell, Filthy Rich, the official trailer. Let's get into it, you guys. We're going to start peeling some onion layers back right here, and we're going to get to the real monsters and who really getting down. Let's go.
You're taught that predators are old men in alleys. You're not told that a friend, a socialite, a woman can be a predator too.
When Epstein was first arrested.
Now you guys can see this special right here on Netflix. The Ghislaine Maxwell. The name of it is called Filthy Rich. This is just a trailer, but it has enough information for what we need, and let's go.
It's hard to know why Maxwell was not arrested at the same time.
I met Maxwell and Epstein when I was just 16 years old through my sister, Maria Farmer. We were both abused, and I'm going to be testifying in her trial.
Without Ghislaine's help, Jeffrey Epstein could never have abused more than 500 victims.
I hope that Maxwell is held accountable for what she's done.
She basically played a role of a madame.
Class can cloud reality. And Ghislaine capitalized on that. She exhibits characteristics of a narcissist.
I believe that she didn't think she was doing anything wrong.
She knew she was going to make these high-powered men happy.
On a scale of shark, she'd be a great wife.
On a scale of shark, she'd be a great wife. Ooh, that's a bomb right there. I never heard nobody say nothing like that.
Most eagerly anticipated criminal trials.
She fed a monster. You had to kind of be a monster to do it.
Filthy Rich, y'all. Y'all need to check this out. It's going down, y'all. Yeah, check that out on Netflix. It's crazy. Y'all got Netflix? Check it out. To Filthy Rich. To feed a monster, you gotta be a monster. Good looking out, John Spilker. Good looking Mad Hatter. We about to keep it rolling, because now we got to get on over to Epstein Island. This is the day that the island was actually busted, when the feds went there. This is the actual drone footage of the day Epstein Island got raided by the FBI. Let's get into this. We got a little bit of footage. We're going to get right into that. We got more coming after that, because we stacking this deck right here. I see you want to pop up. I'm going to leave you there. Let's get to this. Let's go. No audio, but I want you guys to see this, because it's something more for us. Actual drone footage. Through the window. People coming up the walkway. This is directly inside of the home. What they're doing is recording everything to have it all documented, because if they don't, they won't have anything once they leave. They're doing it from all angles of the home. And like I said, there's no audio. Taking all of the stuff into account there, right? Yeah, I'm telling you, even if it's a couple of seconds, I'm going to get it for us. They can't say that, oh, we never saw that. We don't know what's going on with that. We don't know. We're going to keep on going right now. What else we got? We got Epstein Island. We track every visitor from and to Epstein Island. How did they get there? How did they track them? There was someone that actually decided to do a mapping of cell phones. That's right. If you had a cell phone and you decided to go to Epstein Island, there is a way to track your cell phone due to towers and usage. So guess what somebody actually did? Yeah, they tracked every visitor to Epstein Island. This is a clip from Wired. Y'all gotta let me know if y'all wanna keep this going. This clip is about 8 minutes long. If it's good at a certain point, I want you guys to let me know to keep going. If not, we'll move to the next one because we got more. So don't be intimidated thinking that we don't got more. Check me out. We got this. Let's go.
One of the first things we always ask when we're working with Marvin is, how big can I go? I want to be able to draw the window that I feel fits the architecture and then leave it to the professionals and have them deliver that. And we've always had that experience with Marvin.
That's nice, Marvin.
2, please. Make that 3 with the Capital One Saver card. You earn unlimited 3
time.
We got 5 more minutes of this, y'all. Let me know. I'm gonna let it keep going. Y'all want to keep going with this clip? Thumbs up. If you don't, thumbs down. We got a lot to go. It's 7:25. Y'all got time. I got time. Y'all want to keep going? Thumbs up with this specific clip. I'm gonna let it play while you guys decide. I want to know what's going on. Y'all let me know if y'all want to see this track. Because it's their cell phone. Once they latch onto your cell phone the same way they do with the murderers and with the predators, whatever like that, once they got your IP, they can find out everywhere you're going. So they know where these people almost to where they live at. How about that? Since they got the other neighborhoods and they're like, where could these people be from? It's the workers, the housekeepers, people that are doing the upkeep of the island. And guess what? Why does he have those helicopters? For short distance trips. Why does he have the 240-seat plane? So that he can take private flights and nobody knows what he's doing. Crazy. Now we're getting everything to come together.
So much of my philosophy is based on natural light.
I think
Being
because
able
they
to
weren't
utilize
tracking the
Marvin
European
collection
phones
has
or
made a big
different
difference.
satellite, what?
One of the first things we always ask when we're working with Marvin is, how big can I go?
Marvin
I want to
getting
be
paid
able
off of me
to
today,
draw the
boy.
window that I
Talking about the data, just hope you guys got enough out of that because I wanted to make sure you understand. Not only that, I think the people that went to that island, they should be very cautious because he even said it. We have no idea who ran this query. Could be the feds, could be some other people. Because guess what? Once it's in your pocket, all they got to do is get that IP address. Knock, 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 knock. Yeah, you was on Epstein Island. How you know? Yeah, we got all the trackings from your phone. Keep on moving forward. Glorilla. Boom, 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 boom. I like the boom, 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 boom. Rapper Glorilla, yes, she was that arrest that she got arrested for earlier in the week. It could have some chilling effects. And guess what? It could actually make some changes going on because what happened was the rapper Glorilla, who was arrested for marijuana, and basically they came in her home. Oh, wait a minute. Trump speaks out on Epstein files, talks of Diddy pardon. Oh, we can't let you not talk. Go for it.
Let me ask you, Mr. President, just about pardons. I've got 3 names for you. And the first one, look, the media didn't care about this story when Joe Biden was in office. Suddenly they care about this story again. Ghislaine Maxwell serving 20 years in prison for sex trafficking. Is clemency on the table for her in exchange for testimony?
I'm allowed to do it, but nobody's asked me to do it. I know nothing about it. I don't know anything about the case, but I know I have the right to do it. I have the right to give pardons. I've given pardons to people before, but nobody's even asked me to do it.
Sean Diddy Combs?
Right.
Would you consider pardoning him?
Well, he was essentially, I guess, sort of half innocent.
Yes.
I don't know what they do. He's still in jail or something, but he was celebrating a victory, but he seems, I guess it wasn't as good as a victory. Probably,
Hard
you know,
one. It's a hard one.
I was very friendly with him. I got along with him great, and seemed like a nice guy. I didn't know him well. But when I ran for office, he was very hostile.
He said some not so nice things about you, sir.
And it's hard, you know.
Payback. I knew you itch niggas from way back. Payback. I knew you Mitches me strapped, but yeah, that's that payback right there. See, you thought that talking about I'm gonna get Trump to pardon me, but you forgot when they was like, we gotta fight, do everything that we can to keep him out of office. He didn't forget about that.
Like you, we're human beings.
Right.
And we don't like to have things cloud our judgment, right? But when you knew someone and you were fine, and then you run for office and he made some terrible statements. So I don't know, it's more difficult. It makes it more, I'm being honest, it makes it more difficult to do.
But more likely a no for Combs,
I would say so.
Okay. And what about George Santos?
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44.
Straight up.
Boy.
He just went away, 7 years.
George Santos.
He was, he lied like hell.
And he was stealing too.
And I didn't know him, but he was 100% for Trump.
Yeah, he was.
But I didn't, I might have met him, maybe not, I don't know. But he was a congressman and his vote was solid. It sounds like a lot. He got in. You could blame the other side for not checking him out.
Yeah.
He didn't do all those things that he said.
Local news missed it. Everybody missed it.
Well, you could say the media missed it. Everybody missed it. They found out about this stuff after the election was won. So nobody's talked to me about it. So they really, they haven't talked to me about the two. They have talked to me about Sean, but they haven't talked to me about the two. But again, with him, I have the right to do it. Nobody's asked me, but it's interesting. Is it 7 years?
7 years. He just went away.
That's a long time.
Your deputy attorney general sat down with Ghislaine Maxwell for 9 hours. I'm just wondering when the American people get to hear what she said during that interview.
Well, I don't know because I haven't spoken about it, but he's a very talented guy, Todd Blanche, and a very straight shooter.
Yeah.
And I think he probably wanted to know, just to get a feeling of it. Because we'd like to release everything, but we don't want people to get hurt that shouldn't be hurt.
Yeah.
And I would assume that was why he was there. I want to release everything. I just don't want people to get hurt.
I hate to cut you off for Glorilla, but you already spoke about the pardons and everything that we got to do. I want to get over to that clip because we got to keep moving. It's already almost 2 hours going over here. What are we doing? Our longest standing show over here? I guess we are.
Calls for change tonight after the arrest of rapper Glorilla. Forsyth County deputies responded to her home for a burglary last week.
But they claimed to smell marijuana, so they got a search warrant, then arrested her after finding weed. Fox 5's Rob D'Arienzo is taking a closer look at a new bill that could offer protection for victims of certain crimes.
Smoking. I know you ain't smoking
This
up on my
arrest of
weed.
rapper Glorilla has a lot of people talking. Forsyth County deputies went out to her home as burglars ransacked it and shots were fired. They got away, but she was the one who ended up in handcuffs. Sheriff's deputies responded to the rapper's home after someone inside shot at the burglars. When they got there, the bandits were long gone, along with some of her jewelry. As detectives investigated, they say they smelled weed and got a search warrant. They say they found a, quote, significant amount in her bedroom closet.
This is pretty outrageous.
Tom Church is a trial attorney based here in Metro Atlanta. He's worried about the implications because the rapper, whose real name is Gloria Woods, was the victim here.
It's going to have a really bad chilling effect on people calling the police to report crimes. And that's already something we see in certain communities.
Glorilla wasn't home at the time, but when she got back, she turned herself in for felony marijuana possession and posted a $22,000 bond.
So basically, somebody else was at her house, something went down, they smelled weed when the police came, and she got charged for it because there was just too much. Coming in the party, spliff us and see, smoke up in the air, pass it to me. Keep on going, y'all. Y'all gonna go crazy over this one right here. Imagine being on food stamps and Medicaid and going to buy a Lamborghini. Yes, I said it, or that's right. Imagine being on food stamps or Medicaid and going to buy a Lamborghini. What you mean to tell me people that's on food stamps and Medicaid can't afford a Lamborghini? Tell that to this lady right here. Too bad she got accused and locked up for fraud for buying a Lamborghini. How do you dare tell them you ain't got no money, you get on food? Check out this story right here, you guys. Y'all not gonna believe it. I'm talking about PPP out of this world. She got a lot of nerve to pull this story off. Let's get on over here. I want you guys to see this EBR jail situation right here. Come on, y'all, let's go.
This affidavit, Candace Taylor applied for Medicaid in 2019 under a false name, Candace Saylor, reporting her income is $1,900 biweekly from her company, Destined for Options. She was denied benefits. She reapplied under the same false name in 2020, this time claiming no income, and received approval. The affidavit states in 2023, after she did not respond to renewal requests, Taylor's coverage ended. She reapplied in 2024.
You don't often see this level of abuse in the system. Someone who would lie over and over again about her eligibility and then go out and buy a Lamborghini and plastic surgery, that's pretty flagrant fraud.
The affidavit says Taylor consistently reported inaccurate income, concealed her business ownership, misrepresented household members, and disregarded formal requests for documentation. According to the Attorney General's office, between January 2020 and December 2024, Taylor's multiple businesses made over $9.5 million.
We spend a lot of money on these programs, and they are supposed to be helping people who cannot afford that medical care on their own. This is someone who very clearly was making a lot of money and could afford to obtain insurance.
Some Baton Rouge residents agree.
Puts a stigma on everything for the people who really need these benefits.
I think it's terrible. You have people that end up having a serious ailment and they can't get those kind of benefits because they make too much money, but the reality of the matter is they're barely making enough to scrape by.
Others say the issue isn't straightforward.
You can see how somebody might start on a path of making the best of what they can, and then one thing leads to another, and then now they've gone down an unfortunate path.
Taylor was released this afternoon on a $10,000 bond. Meanwhile, Merle says the investigation is ongoing. Sylvia.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen to her Lamborghini, but I think it might be forfeited. She's going to have to do some time, and she's going to probably have to pay restitution, you guys. Y'all do me a favor, double tap that screen if y'all appreciate the content, and do me another favor. Don't wait till you get a ripe old age or whatever to do nothing stupid. Do it right. Do it the right way. Bang that nail. Get the work done. Don't try to cheat nobody. Be like Bugatti. Leave the sweat all on the field, because when you're walking off, you feel like you really put it down and you gave your best. Trust me, putting your best out there is always better. We're going to keep on moving forward, you guys. We're going to keep on moving forward because we got this man who came to the rescue of a little creature. I can't believe this, but guess what? This man came into his garage, and had he not came into his garage, there would have been a terrible situation because there was a little creature that really needed his help. Check this out.
Caramel, cookies. Enjoy it. Talenti, raise the jar.
He's getting choked. Oh, dude. Oh, shit. Oh, God, don't bite me. Don't bite me. Don't bite me. I'm gonna have to go get some gloves. No, I'm gonna save. Hey, I'm saving your life.
So as you guys can see right here, we have an event going on where there's a car tarp, and the raccoon got caught up in the strings of the car tarp. And the owner came out into the garage and he sees him hanging there choking. But the scary part is like, don't bite me, man. I'm trying to help you. As you can see, every time he tries to help him, he tries to bite him. So it's pretty rough right here. What would you guys do in this situation? He's tangled up and it's pretty tight. Would you guys help him or would you guys leave him there? I would help him.
Gotta use this knife.
Sacrificing the whole tarp.
Here, man. Dude, oh, you're in there. I don't want to make it tighter.
Turn him. You gotta turn
This knife is just not, literally not cutting it. Yeah, I got you. Hold on.
He trying to bite it. Look, the raccoon trying to bite it. He's trying to bite it.
Bite it. This is crazy.
You see what he's trying to do?
Shit. He's about to die, man. I'm trying to save him. This whole life ain't cutting him. Someone able to the rescue. I think if we just cut this off, I think we can get that off, maybe. Oh shit. Oh shit. This is what it's on the liquid. That shit is.
Got it. He said he still couldn't breathe. He said he's gonna die if they don't get that off. I think they know they're trying to help him now.
Get him, big boy.
Now, what would y'all have done? Would y'all help the little guy? I mean, I know it's just a raccoon and y'all try to get him out the property. They're always messing around in the garbage. Come on now, show some love for the raccoon. They saved the raccoon's life. That little guy's, his life is worth it too, you guys. That's right. Double tap that screen. That's right. Go ahead and show some love. Release the Epstein files. Somebody says, y'all, that's no matter what, no matter how many times we do this, somebody's always going to say, release the Epstein files. And y'all know what time it is, right? Y'all trying to make some money, 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 money. All y'all got to do is go to the description, hit that link in the description. Y'all can fill out one of those surveys, hit a survey, fill out a survey. There's up to $750 today that you guys can make. You'll make some money. I'll make some money too. Also, wait a minute. Don't go nowhere. If you have not subscribed to the channel before, if you're not a member already, go ahead and hit that button so you can come and become a member. Also, hit that bell to turn on post notifications so you can know anytime that we're on. Harley, thank you so much for coming through like Superman. Dun, 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 and rescuing the show. Thank you so much, Mad Hatter. Thank you so much for Rebecca and all you guys that showed some love on those super chats today. You know it's real over here, and any support for the show, any support, you guys, we really appreciate. Also, the memberships that Harley gave up today, I hope you guys grabbed them, and I hope I earned them, and I hope you guys want to stay members. That's why we do this work, and that's why we do what we do. Anybody here that has a business, I know everybody's not like Harley. You don't need me to help you advertise. But to our 40,000 people, if you have a business, you might be a mobile barber. You could be a mobile detailer. I have no idea what you're doing. Send us over your promo. We're going to put it up in the post area, in the notification area. It has to be in a 1080 by 1080 in order for it to fit properly. That's right. Your advertisement. 1080 by 1080. Send it over to bridgethisllc@gmail.com. I'm going to grab it. You remember, right? Boom, we're going to put it up in that area so everybody can see it and you can potentially get some more business. And that's right, we're still working on locations for the Show Your Talent Talent Search. That's right, Show Your Talent Talent Search. We've already done Queens. We've already done the Bronx. Now we're getting to Brooklyn. And what we're going to do there is, boom, you're going to be able to make $250 by showing me your talent. That's right, your boy Bugatti NYC is going to be hosting this talent event, and it's sponsored by Big Drip Hard Punch. Also on the turntables, on the Wheel of Steel, it's going to be DJ Don Dada formerly of Black Ink Crew. That's right, you guys. We had a fantastic time at the Throgs Neck store. You guys, that superstore Throgs Neck, you guys can go there and pick up Big Drip. Let them know Bugatti sent you. That's right, 14% alcohol by volume. Big Drip. That's right. Check that drink out. Also, if you guys want to be part of the talent show, all you got to do is go to www.drinkbigdrip.com and go down to the mailing area, join the mailing list, and that's it. You're part of the talent show. I want to see what you got going on. Hopefully you guys will be able to win, because what's going to happen is you'll make the $250 and then you'll be the winner at the last one, hopefully, and you'll be able to make another $1,000. So collectively, the winner will make $1,250. So if you can sing, if you can rap, somebody told me they can do wheelies in the parking lot, whatever you can do, you probably can be the winner. And with that being said, you guys, y'all know what it is. Have a fantastic Saturday. That's right. Be comfortable out there. Get yourself some water. Remember that problems present opportunities. Don't never give up. Every time, you guys keep on pushing. I was having a terrible day, but normally when I come here and I push through and I get it done, I leave it all on the court. So guess what? Fight for it. God woke us up for a reason, and as long as he keeps on pushing us and making us be able to work, that's what we're going to do. We're going to push to get it right. Appreciate every single one of you guys. And with that being said, y'all know what it is. Y'all could have went anywhere, but the fact of the matter that you came here to chill with me, I appreciate you. I appreciate you, Batty Lynn. Appreciate you, John. Casey, for always holding it down. Gonzalez, one of our new members. Liberty and Justice. Harley, thank you so much for the super chats as always. We love you. We can't wait to hear about those new grandkids that's coming. And that, with that being said, you guys, y'all know what it is. See you tomorrow for Purple Sunday. Get 'em! Peace. Ha ha. One.